I'm getting ready to go to a hair braiding shop in Harlem to get my hair braided because today I'm getting French girl braids. Yes! Evidently, I really only get braids in the summer. The fact that I just wanna like not be able to do anything, like not able to have like that hassle of doing my hair seems so freeing right now. That's what I need, actually. Just be able to wake up and not having to do my hair. Yes. Yes. Yes! I'm getting myself ready though because I did peep on their website that they're the type of up-and-coming like braiding shop to where they will record you after you get your braid done. And mind you, I'm gonna be going there at like 8 or 9 in the morning. I'm probably gonna be there at 9 or 10 because let's be realistic, my ass is gonna be a while till I get there. And I told her 9, but my thing is that this is a 24-hour hair braiding shop. The fact that it's 24 hours is crazy. So anyone like with any type of shift in there is probably gonna be there. They're gonna expect somebody up in there early in the morning. And it's like fake fancy. Like they be serving mocktails, champagnes, juice, snacks, and I'm just like, okay, it's fake bougie. I like it. This is the thing that I love about all the braiding shops on 125th. They got them fucking deals down. At first, they had them 200, bust down, any length, any style. Now, some of them are 150, 180. I'm there. Oh yeah! We're cold, so I feel like I might sound a little nasally. So please excuse her. It's rough outside. It's 10 degrees outside right now, and I'm fighting right now. I don't know if I'm gonna actually record with my camera in there, like with my actual camera, like definitely with my phone, but I already know like I'm gonna be so antisocial. I'm probably still gonna bring my camera because I am still meeting my best friend after I do my hair because she wants to go thrifting, and I do kind of want a reaction of my hair to her. Let me get ready so I can go to the bank and like pull out my money and shit, get my breakfast. Shit, I don't even know when the next time I'm finna open my camera. I'm not even gonna hold you. But I'll see you soon, guys.
Several days later.
It's been a couple days and I can finally review my French curl braids. Right now I had them unwrapped. I was wearing a bonnet all day and I have them wrapped in a specific way to keep the curls curly. And honestly, these are a maintenance type of hairstyle, but I think they're so pretty. I think they did such a good job in all. I will say though, I don't think I will be putting the name of where I got braided in because, and I was gonna make a TikTok about it too, but this place specifically is like growing off of TikTok, and I feel like with my commentary it probably like bring like negative attributes and like perspective to them, and I think they did such a good job, and I saw a whole bunch of people leave and they were so happy with their hair. And they looked really good. I just don't think they liked me. I don't know, bro. Like, my thing is that specifically my situation is why I feel like I shouldn't say where I got my hair done. But I think they did such a good job. They were just so fucking annoyed by me. And I was like, damn, bro, like, y'all are playing in my head. Like, if you're gonna spend like 4 hours on my head, like I want to leave here like happy and like satisfied to the point where it's like I don't have to feel like I need to like change whatever when I get home. But the thing is that when I first got there, it was like 10 o'clock. I I originally planned to get there at 9, but I booked an appointment. But really, anybody can just like really walk in and they could assess you however what you want. And I noticed, you know, I asked for my hair color. They didn't even have the hair color I wanted. I did 4 and 30 together, which is very new for me because I'm not used to it. But I honestly like love the color on me. It's really, I just think it does me really well. And at first, like, I was really scared. I even FaceTimed my best friend when I was there, and I asked her, I was like, bro, like, what should I do? And they said that they couldn't mix the hair together at first because it would mess up the curl pattern of the French curl. And I was like, okay, that's fine. So she said we're gonna do it as like a highlight. Add in like bits of pieces of color 30 since it's basically the lightest color out of the two that I picked. And first started braiding, I realized like, damn, like it looks really fucking blonde. And I started to get worried. I'm like, oh my god, like I'm gonna look like I have blonde braids. Like that's not really what I was going for anyways. And then I panicked and I spoke up and I said, oh, can you add in more of the 4, like, and just a little bit of the blonde or the 30? And she was like, yeah, sure. And that's when I was like, okay, it's fine, like I'm speaking up, I know what I want. And then I realized that the lady that she first put me on was doing my like parting and stuff, and that was fine. It's when she was braiding the hair and I'm realizing she's raking like my head, and I was like, damn. And honestly, like, I'm not, how do I say this, I've gotten my hair braided many times. I wouldn't say I'm tender-headed, but like she was yanking the shit out of my head, like to the point where it's like my neck was breaking. It was only because she was braiding and it was fine up until she got to the actual curl and was running her fingers through it. And because of the type of hair that French girls are, she was like struggling with the hair, I think. And yeah, no one up in there was doing French curls. Like everyone was doing like regular like knotless braids or bohemian braids. I would love to do bohemian braids. They look so freaking cute. But this time I wanted something new and I wanted to do French braids. It was just to the point where she was like apologizing to me multiple times and I was like, oh, it's okay. But then I started to, like, I do this thing where I think she just visibly saw that I was like dissatisfied, because by the time she finished 2 rows I wanted to check, because she would turn around and I would check and then she'd try to take back my hair and I'm like, damn bitch, I want to see the curls. I want to see how, like, I trust the braid. I know these women are great braiders. I want to see how the curls are coming out. And it was just to the point where she was trying to hide it, and I gave a glance of like 2 or 3 braids. I peeped, all of them were fuzzy, all of them were like low-key flat, and I was like, oh my god, bro, she's playing in my fucking head. Like she doesn't know that she's low-key like ruining the hair by just raking her fucking fingers through. And I'm peeping because next to her is the tray of hair, like all the bundles of hair that they got, and I'm seeing that she's just grabbing it and just like taking a strand, and then the rest of it's a mess. And then by the time she has it in my hair, it's already tangled by the end. So I was like, that's why she's raking my hair so hard. So it became to the point where I was like, let me just let her do her thing, because in my head I was like, I gotta fix this at home. And I didn't like that. But I think the owner's sister, who was also a braider, peeped, and then she was like, she low-key saved me. But she don't like me either, so it's okay. She low-key saved me though out of the chair, and she was like, oh, bring her over here. So by the time they're on like on the 4th or 3rd row of the back of my head, they had me in the owner's sister's chair. And it was to the point where she was doing my braids in the front, and the first woman who was doing my hair was doing the braids in the back. And then I realized, I was like, why are the braids in the front seem much more like smooth and cleaner and have such more of a better like curl pattern compared to the back? And I asked her, oh, how can they get them like this? Can we get them like this in the back? And then she started being like, like she was like even doubtful, and she was getting pissed at the first girl that was doing my hair, and they were speaking their own language, and I could tell that she was like telling her off. And I was like, oh my god.
Hey! What is the tea? The girls are fighting! No!
And then she told me, we're gonna try our best. Let me see what I can do. I go, oh, okay. And then I think I was getting this lady in trouble, the one that first did my hair, because eventually owner's sister, the second woman doing my hair, the braids in the front, she starts going off on her because she's like pointing out my parts. And that's when I was like, oh, whoa, 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 she messed up my parts. I mean, I don't need to look, I don't know the business, what's going on in the back of my head, but like the parts, that's fucking embarrassing. I think the parts are fine, to be honest. Like, I wouldn't even be able to tell the mistake. And if you do, please shut the hell up, because if I can't see it, please let me be fucking blind. And so then, I think it was by the time, like, yeah, she just started telling her off, and then, like, the first lady that was doing my braids, she just went, like, sucking her teeth, and they were just talking in their own language, and then the sister's owner was telling me, the owner's sister was telling me, oh, this girl's gonna make me so mad, like, telling me, she's like, oh, she makes me so mad, she makes me so mad. And I was like, oh my god. I was like, oh, everything okay? She's like, yeah, don't worry, we fix you right, we fix you right. I was like, okay, thank you. Like, I wasn't worried at that point. What had me worried is that I remembered the fact that I showed my reference to the first woman, and then I told her what I wanted. I'm gonna put my reference up. I had two references. I had a picture and I had a video. I'm gonna put them up. In my defense, bro, they were so tight, bro. And so then I realized, I was like, oh, like, the second woman, the owner's sister, is just really doing my hair based off of, like, whatever. And I peeped that all of the braids, like all the French curls, were starting to become the same length at the bottom. And I wanted to tell her, like, oh, I want them to be, like, layered in the front. Like, oh, like, in the front to be just shorter in the front, to have like less of a braid, and then closer to a curl, if you know what I mean, if you get what I mean, like to frame my face. And then she said, okay, she translated that to the first lady who did my braids. And then they started, you know, going quicker, because they realized, like, oh, like, we can finish it, like, you can finish me fast at that point, to the point where it's like, oh, you have to do just a few braids and then let the strands go, like, within the front. And then in the back, I just wanted a little bit longer, like, still a little bit longer of length, and, you know, have the curl. And so then I think that got miscommunicated, because I realized that they were doing short braids around my head, and then it looked like a big layer chop, and that's what I didn't want. And then I spoke up about that. I was like, oh no, I wanted long braids in the back and then short braids in the front to frame my face. And then she just, like, she got tight on me. The sister, the owner's sister, she got tight on me, and I could tell, and I was just like, damn. Then they started making, they just went kiki. They started laughing, I don't know, bro. I could just tell they were making fun of me. I don't know. They were just not fucking with me. And I didn't care, because then the hair started coming out what I want it to be. And it was actually, like, looking good. Like, it came out really nice. And I love the color. Like, I've never done this color before. And I think they did really good. And it was just to the point where I was like, damn, my hair came out so nice. I love it. I love it. I love it. Feel like it made me a different person, and I love it, the fact that I'm gonna go into the new year and have this on New Year's. But they weren't vibing with me. They didn't even ask for no picture, no video, nor nothing. So I was like, word. Let me pay and get my ass up out of here. Yeah, I could just tell, like, they were just making fun of me a whole bunch. But I think it's because, like, they were just getting irritated on how, I guess, of how, like, nitpicky I was, because I realized around the room, like, every girl was really, like, on their laptop, on their iPads, and they just let the women do whatever. And at some point, like, I stopped being on my phone. Like, I was dead ass just looking in the mirror, and I was like, just checking if they were doing how I wanted my hair. And I was honestly at some points just looking to fucking space. Like, I did not, like, I was determined to have my hair nice, and I was just spacing the hell out, because at some points I would lock in and I'd be like, wait, I don't like how she's doing my hair. But it was only because it made me more vigilant, to the point where it's like, damn, am I gonna have to fix it when I get home? And it didn't. And I didn't. I walked out of there so fucking happy. Stiff with my scalp, because god damn, them bitches gripped. I think by the time I was pissing her more off, the owner's sister, she started gripping even harder. And I was just like,
stop.
but we persevered, because we still got out of there with a full head of braids. So yeah, so I'm not gonna say the name, but it's like a popular 24-hour TikTok hair braiding shop, but I'm not gonna dish on somebody's business like that, because that's fucked, and they would most likely know my fucking face because I'm the only girl up in there getting French braids. So watch my ass if I ever walk past her, if I ever consider going back. Watch my ass being posted on one of the windows like don't let her in, banned. At some point they asked me for my name, and I had to explain to them like, oh, like I'm Spanish, like I'm Dominican. I guess the way that I pronounced my name. But girl, I was like, oh nah, they're gonna put me on their fucking ban list once they asked for my name. It was just so freaking embarrassing. At some point they noticed that I wasn't like really like on my phone like that, and the girl that first did my hair, the one that was constantly getting yelled at by the owner's sister, just looked at me in the mirror and just stared at me, and I was just like, and it was just point out, I stared back. No, I stared back. I stared back, and I just went, okay. Like, I just played the fucking idiot. Like, I was just like, yeah. And I just kept going like, but I want it like this. I don't know, bro. Like, they hated my ass. I don't know if I can go back, but I love my braids. I will say they are high maintenance, but they're very lightweight, and I just love the color. Photo shoot! And I think it's just very suiting to like my skin tone. Shackles have been released of the 1B, the 1 in 1B. Hello, 4. Might I even say 5? I don't even know the color wheel for her like that, so yeah. I hope you liked this video, but I hope at least it was a little bit informative and interesting for anyone considering French curl braids. I hope you enjoyed my story time of me being somewhat banned. So yeah, I think I got banned. I don't know, guys. I cannot fucking go back. Like, that's fucking embarrassing. I cannot fucking go back. But it's okay because there's so many more braiding shops on that whole fucking strip. So I'll be fine. And the price was really great. All I have to say is tip your braiders well, because I tipped them all and they still like said, oh, thank you, mama, thank you, mama. And then they went right back to shit talking. Like, they don't really give a fuck. But you know, hey, it's their place of business. They can literally do what the fuck they want. But until next time, guys, thank you so much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. Watch my last videos to see if you're any interested in my channel. Alright, guys. Bye. Love you. Oh, I don't know. My skin looks so much clearer with braids.
Does it?
Kind of. I don't know. I feel like I'm glowing. Could just be the big forehead, though.